But let's get into really quickly if you want to do a track by track breakdown. What would you rate the album out of a scale of 1 to 10?
As it is now, or its potential.
I would say as of now because I don't really feel like there's gonna be, because there's a lot of songs on there. Like
Yeah.
even like let's just say Imaginary, he populated all his lyrics into the album. Like the beats and the hooks and things probably aren't gonna change.
Yeah.
But there's 17 songs, so
It was 17.
that he
Seemed like
played.
that.
Yeah, he was out there for, well, some of the songs are like a minute, like some of the X songs.
Some of them are like interludes.
But then some of them are long. What would you give it? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
I feel like anybody who's like watching it for the first time and doesn't know I'm a diehard Kanye fan is probably gonna be mad. But I'm literally a diehard Kanye fan. Like I've been a fan since 2004. I was born in 1996. So do the math. That's a majority of my life. I've been a fan of Kanye. So let's start there. So I could be overly critical of my faith. And last thing, you know what? Let me start by saying that Kanye albums, for the most part, do have to grow on you. But in my experience with Kanye albums, I usually love them right away. Like some people talk about how they have to grow on you. They don't have to grow on me. Because for the most part, I really do like a lot of them. But honestly, I feel like with this one, I don't know. It's like I like it, but I don't. And I think maybe partially it's because it's not done, and maybe that's what's blinding me. So I'm trying not to be blinded by the fact that it's not done. But honestly, I think at this point, I would give it maybe a 6 out of 10. Is that low? Or is that too high?
Just your rating, whatever you feel.
Yeah, maybe a 6.
It's interesting. I was having this conversation with my brother because one thing about Kanye that's so interesting, I don't know what my attachment is to Dark Twisted Fantasy, or like even
That's like everybody's favorite album.
The Graduation album, where it's like Kanye was never like, there was never what you would consider a quote unquote like cohesive
Like a sound.
album. Yeah.
Yeah, all of his albums, if you think about it, are all over the place.
Except 808s.
Except Graduation. Oh yeah, and 808s. Graduation doesn't seem all over the place to me, does it?
The only thing that seems, it kind of is, I guess, if you look at it in a certain way. Like he did, like, not really. There's a lot
I feel
of
like they all
sense.
kind of go in the same thing. Like Can't Tell Me Nothing.
What's on Graduation? Hold up.
Can't Tell Me Nothing. Champion. Like they all kind of go with the same type of like, it's like hot horns and like.
Yeah, basically what I was trying to get at is that I have like such an attachment to Dark Twisted Fantasy for some reason.
Flashing lights.
But even though Dark Twisted Fantasy isn't quote unquote cohesive,
It's cohesive to me.
I feel like he took the best part of all of his albums, past albums and future albums, and then it ended up on that like on that thing. Because like
Yeezus and 808s are probably the most cohesive.
Because like Gorgeous doesn't sound anything like, and by cohesive usually what I mean is like, do the sound, like does the production sound the same on every song? Gorgeous
I don't know if I even want an album to sound exactly the same though, but I feel like there should be like a theme and a feel, which it usually is.
I don't even have the whole album on here.
But then it makes me wonder though if that like if all my favorite songs from a specific album are the ones I still only play to this day, if maybe that's why it seems cohesive to me, because I play kind of songs that sound the same. Like on Graduation, like all the ones that kind of just popped up for you, like Flashing Lights, Can't Tell Me Nothing. What else is on there?
Stronger,
yeah.
Good Life. Like
all those I play, and all those sound the same. They kind of have that same feel, uppity.
But the rest of the album,
and maybe that's why I'm blinded, because I only really play those songs.
Yeah.
What else is the other one? I said Champion. Like all those are kind of the same vibe. Like
this has now become a Graduation breakdown. We got like Barry Bonds and Drunken Hot Girls.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about it.
But then they give you Everything I Am, which is like,
oh yeah, Everything I Am. Yeah, but I didn't forget that was on there. Yeah, that doesn't even sound like anything like on the album.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But it's still good albums.
Yeah, but it's just interesting how like I kind of like, he basically, what I'm trying to say is that he's really never done that a ton of having all his songs sounded like cohesive, quote unquote.
Which that's his art form. It doesn't have to be.
But it's just funny how I like sometimes want that. But it's just weird that like I want that now when he's never done that.
He's never done that. And
Except
these
for like
albums that he's been coming out with, like these last two are long. Like 17 for a part 2 is crazy.
yeah, but it's 17 with a couple of short ones.
Yeah, but it's not. But still, even the first one's like 20 something songs, right? Like 25 songs. It's like a 2-hour album. That's like unheard of.
Yeah, let me see. He has most of the songs on Donda 2 are 2 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's short.
Like a majority
I
of them
think an
are actually
average
2
song
minutes.
is like 3 minutes.
But we're gonna go do a. You give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I give it a 6. And like the main reason I give it a 6 out of 10 is because like I don't know. Like last time when I listened to Kanye's albums, there's like a few songs that I always have to go back to and be like, "Ooh, this song is hard." But honestly, with this, maybe I gotta sit down and really listen. But the only thing I really like is Security. And the funny thing is, there's like a debate on Twitter right now where people actually hate that. They were comparing Security to Freestyle 4. And people saying they hate Security and they feel like it's overhyped, and the Freestyle 4 is better.
Freestyle 4 is awful.
Yeah, right. I think they're just comparing because it's like the same type of vibe of a song, like just like a short song of just saying whatever.
I hated Freestyle 4.
Yeah.
But
Security's better. But yeah, like I feel like I don't know. They usually like like I said, I gotta listen to everything again and not as mixed and stuff. And maybe it's just because this was such a non-traditional release, I haven't really got time to sit and listen. And I've been busy every time we listen to it. So maybe that's just my rating for now, but maybe it'll change.
I give it a 7 out of 10 just because it's not finished. But like basically me trying to bring up Graduation and past albums was to kind of justify my point about like, for example, Get Lost.
Don't like that song.
Right. Like Get Lost reminds me so much of like
808.
Dark Twisted Fantasy. I don't really think anything on 808 sounds like that. But Dark Twisted Fantasy where he did like some of his outros where he uses that vocoder is what it would be called.
He kind of did that on Life of Pablo. Like that one was like, "How did I find you?" Whatever, you know?
Yeah, stuff like that. I love it. So like as weird as that song is because there's no instruments and no drums to it, stuff like that I really like enjoy. Like I'm weird like that. Like when you saw I said the first thing when I first heard it, I was like, oh, Bon Iver. Like that's exactly what it reminded me of, and that's what made Dark Twisted Fantasy really good was those Bon Iver being on it. So that's what I had to kind of get over. Like, do I like it? Do I not like it? But stuff like that is like those are those moments in his past albums where I'm like, I loved it. But I might have liked this better if it was maybe an outro on another song because he does that all the time. Like the outro to New Slaves where it's something completely different. Like this would have fit perfectly into there, but out of breath talking. If we're gonna go track by track, True Love with X, which is what we were just talking about earlier with the runaway drums.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like that one. Solid start. Broken Road with Don Toliver. In case you need.
It's catchy, but I mean, it's good. It's good.
It's good. I thought it was solid.
Like once Kanye finishes his stuff, then it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, let's skip around.
Yeah, I like this one.
I like that one. I like the way his cadence was melodic. So we 2 for 2 so far. And then you hate Get Lost.
I don't know. It's just there.
I really wish it was an outro.
Because there's no words on that one, right?
He's singing.
No, but I'm saying this is all. This is the whole song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said this robot gibberish is speaking. But I like it.
I mean, I like the vibe of it, but I don't necessarily like it. Like it's not something I'll play.
I'm gonna take this.
Like it's just there.
And I'm gonna put some instruments behind it, and I'm gonna make it something interesting. But I liked it. I'm weird. I like melodic things and his cadence and the way he was like. And I'm not just.
It's a 2-minute song.
Yeah, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan of Kanye's production or anything like that, but like this is like. Oh God, why am I blanking?
It reminds you of a song of his, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of it either.
Oh my God, why am I blanking? Where he did the outro. It's not Runaway, is it?
Is it The Life of Pablo outro?
Mm-mm. Yeah, it's Runaway. Like at the end of Runaway where he's doing his like the what you would call a bend is like him singing in like auto tune and kind of like the end of Runaway. Like this singing from him on the outro. I love it. That's why I would like Get Lost better if it was an outro, but you know,
Yeah.
too easy. Eh.
Skip through it. I like the beat. I mean, yeah, I like this one because I like this beat.
The part that I like specifically is this part.
And the beat, yeah.
I
Like
feel
the
like
piano, whatever that is. It sounds like electric keyboard or something.
yeah, some synth or something. I liked it.
Yeah, I like it.
Maybe not as its own song, but again, this is another
I
thing.
like the vibe of it.
Yeah.
Like like I said, the beat, even though the high pitched voice.
Yeah. Vocal effect Kanye, I love. Like,
Yeah.
it's my favorite. But like, I would have liked that on the outro too, because again, it's another one of those 2 minute songs that's short, and I feel like it could have been one of those beat switches.
Outro, yeah.
But it's still good. But you know, as an individual song, I'm probably not gonna play that on like in the car. This is your favorite song.
No, it's funny because the first time we heard this sample, you said it sounded like Rugrats.
Yeah, this sounds like Rugrats, Tommy Pickles type beat.
I don't know if I really like that one. The beat does throw me off. A lot of people like this too. But I'm sorry, the beat does throw me off.
The beat throws me off. His voice and the melody that he did on his voice and his cadence.
Is that a xylophone?
I don't know what that is.
Sounds like an effect.
That's a wonky type beat. But yeah, I like his voice on it. The beat throws me off.
Yeah.
But I see why people like it because this is not. You can't play this and say it sounds like anybody else, and it's like
It's
you
his
know
own-
this is him.
yeah.
It's like his own thing, and
He has his own sound.
that's what I think people like.
That's what they said too. When we went to that thing on Monday. Oh yeah, we didn't tell the podcast, but we went to the Genius event on Monday.
Oh yeah, we met Cootie.
Yeah.
Not personally, but
But he was like right there, like it was at SOBs. So anybody knows SOBs, I didn't realize it was that small, but it was small. It's like I'm like we're literally in the closet. But they were all on that stage. Cootie, Chike, right, his cousin, Devo.
everybody.
I have all their names memorized now because I tagged them 100
Jay
times.
Ivy.
Yeah, Jay Ivy was there.
JB.
Who else? This guy, it was like his name was like Malise or something. He like was a songwriter. It was a whole bunch of people, but that's what some guy came on the stage to rap. Like somebody from the crowd, they let him go on the stage to rap. I mean, he wasn't bad, but the guy was literally saying before he came on, like he asked him what's something they look for. Like he asked us A&R, the A&R that was in the what was it, Raucous Records? What was his name? Ali Richmond. Yeah, he was up there too. He was in the documentary, but he was saying like, as an A&R, like what he looks for is a different sound. Like he's like everything sounds the same now. He was literally mocking how stuff sounds. So that's like, what you're saying, like that literally doesn't sound like anybody else. Like Kanye has his own sound, and even then he doesn't because he constantly changes.
Yeah. That's why, just real quick tidbit, like BeatStars, for those of you guys that don't know, is a great platform for you if you're like selling beats to go on, sell your beats. People could go shop, download, execute the contracts, make sure you get paid, all that kind of stuff. They actually have a contest right now. It's for Kanye type beats.
Really?
Which
you doing it?
I submitted for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
But it was so interesting because I was going through my beats and I'm like, what is a Kanye type beat?
I know because
It's
I don't
everything.
think Kanye. Yeah, so that's the thing. Kanye don't even got a type beat. Like listen to all his stuff along the years.
Yeah.
Maybe they mean like the soul sample, like the traditional Kanye.
I
Soul samples.
I feel like they, because like
It's
like
so hard though because he's constantly changing.
he's rapped on every type of production ever, so it's kind of.
I think anything with a soul sample, honestly. So do you do like whatever the mix could be anything, but just anything with a soul sample. I think it's traditional Kanye. Like when people think Kanye beats, they think a soul sample.
Really? When I think
On
Kanye
drums.
beats, I think like anything that sounds like Mike Dean, which is weird.
Nah, I think Mike Dean. I just instantly think Travis.
That's
Travis
sad.
took over Mike Dean. No, he did though. Like just
Maybe if you knew what other Mike Dean songs.
no, I know his song, but it's just like for me now, like whenever I hear Mike Dean, I think Travis. I mean, I think both of them, but I just really think Travis. Cause Travis loves Mike Dean. All you hear is like that scary sound in every song. So everybody was like, "There was a sacrifice." After all, it was
But the
sacrifice,
thing is-
'cause it was just Mike Dean.
But the Mike Dean will play along with Travis songs, but doesn't necessarily have production on a lot of the songs that he does that too.
I know, but I'm saying like just that part of that aspect of him for me, like I just instantly think Travis. Like when I think Kanye, like when someone says a Kanye type beat, instantly I would think of a soul sample on drums, like literally, because like that would just be his traditional, like what he was known for, what he got famous for. So that might be like what they meant in the title. Like obviously it could be translated or it could be what's called interpreted in any way, but I think when people think Kanye, like you had a whole video on your channel about that, like how he just makes soul samples, mixes samples.
Yeah, they were talking about Kanye as a rapper though, not the.
No, that video that you made.
No, I'm saying the contest is Kanye as like a rapper, not
Oh.
because he doesn't. The last time he rapped on like a soul loop would probably be like.
Yeah, I know it hasn't been long, but I'm just trying to
Down.
think of what people think of when they think of a Kanye beat, like traditionally. I feel that's what people like. What instantly comes to mind. For some people.
Next song is Security.
That's the one. It's crazy because it's just that song, but I just like it. Yeah, the thing
It's the
with
best
me,
song.
I just like dark theme music. I don't know, like when I first met you, I told you that. Like I just like I'm like a huge. That's why when I found out you produce, I was like, oh wow, because I'm like a huge fan of beats. Like I'm a huge fan of how a beat makes me feel, and I like edgy, dark theme music. Like if you notice, like most of my favorite songs is like something that's like. That's why I like 808s. Like I just like that. But yeah, I like that. Like it's just like evil.
Security, best song.
Yeah, that's
Next.
my favorite song. I'm not a big Migos fan anymore. Like Migos for me just feels like 2016 junior year of college. I guess it's like ew, that was a horrible time in my life. So I don't really care for Migos.
Okay. I don't personally like songs like this, but the song is great. The production obviously is crazy. Keem started the song as best as he could. Like he came in and set up the Migos a lot for like when Quavo came in. The song's great. I'm just not.
Kanye just needs to finish his part.
I'm just not personally a fan of, and this is my own. This is not a criticism of Kanye, but I don't really like these type of like uplifting type beats,
right?
Like uplifting type songs. Like no, I want to.
I'm gonna be mad.
I want to be angry. I don't want to be happy and uplifted. Like they're talking about "We Did It, Kid." Like no, I want to hear the kid that didn't do it.
Yeah. Like honestly, when Kanye finishes his verse, though, I feel like this will be a solid song. Like people are gonna like it. I personally won't like it, like because I just like you said, it's not my vibe. But I can't say it's not a bad song. That just guy don't like it doesn't mean it's a bad song. It's a good song. I just don't like it.
Yeah, this is my third favorite song.
Yeah, I like this one too.
This is definitely this, but this is why. What is a Kanye beat? Because this is for sure a Future beat.
Yeah, no, this is like, Future, but it has Pablo. I mean, not Pablo. It has Kanye. Because it has Kanye undertones.
When you hear like, because people forget, I think some of the beats that Kanye's rapped on before, like in his past, like even on remixes or anything like that, like this isn't that far fetched. Like he made Ham like almost a decade ago. Oh, Watch the Throne came out 10 years ago, right?
Yeah, 2011.
Crazy.
Oh shoot, it's 2012 now. I'm about to kill myself. That's so sad.
Yeah.
We're old. We're so old. Wait.
I like this song for obvious reasons.
We're old.
His flow, the beat, Future, everything.
Yeah.
Pablo was great.
I like that one.
Louis Bags did not like it all.
A lot of people don't like this one. I know. Let me hear it. That was the one that said he don't buy Louis Bags anymore. It's not done. I feel like it needs more effort into it because it's about Virgil basically.
Yeah.
It needs more effort. It's not done.
Yeah, I don't particularly like that one. I do like this sentiment though, but yeah, it's this is probably the bag out. This is the most. Yeah, we're not.
I brought it before Virgil.
No, we're not buying Louis no more. We never bought Louis, but
yeah. But the thing is, Kanye was always a Louis fan though, so it's kind of interesting that he's saying that now though.
Yeah, I think he was just. This is just a stream of consciousness song because I think in one of his other songs, and hopefully I'm not misquoting this, but I think he said I'll probably get a job at Louis now, and I was like,
I don't know how I feel about that lyric. I mean, that's a rumor.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong that he said that, but that's what I thought I heard. But Jack Harlow's verse was cool.
Yeah, and it's cool to see that he got like that opportunity, like after Kanye made that Instagram post
like a week ago.
Yeah, literally, he made that Instagram post. Jack Harlow was freaking out, like, "Oh my god, this is like my idol that said this." And next thing you know, you're in Miami. Like I like how Kanye moves. He's quick. Yeah.
Next song is "Happy" with Future.
I like this one.
Yeah, this is my second favorite one.
I like this one. See, wait, now I kind of might have to rank the album higher now that I'm actually listening again. I mean, I still think I give it a 6, maybe a 6.5. I'll give it a 6.5.
This right here, this is the only reason. Oh my god, I put that song on a loop when I was on the subway the other day.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, "Happy" is great. Sean Leon went crazy on Sci-Fi.
I was about to say this is I don't like the fact that he used that. It's like kind of like, I mean, it's funny, but it's just like,
It's hilarious.
Okay, that doesn't really go with the song. What's the song called?
Sci-Fi.
Oh, Sci-Fi. Like, what's that?
Oxygen or Wi-Fi.
What does that sample have to do with the song? That's why I just feel like this is kind of a random sample.
Um, it's probably a deeper meaning. He said, "Do you want oxygen or Wi-Fi?"
Yeah, like that people would
Quote
die over the internet.
with a quote of his wife and ex-wife, whatever, in the beginning. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you know, people who hate Kanye, white people who never listen to his music, white women specifically, because they're the worst demographic on this planet. Because they play victim, but then they want rights. But then they play victim when it comes to black people, and they get black people killed. Anyway, worst demographic. They're sorry about any white women who are watching, but yeah, you guys are the worst. They're literally making think pieces all over TikTok, and it's very annoying. Comparing him to OJ is so disrespectful to compare to somebody who literally beat his wife and has domestic violence, a history of domestic violence. Try to compare that to Kanye. Like, are you guys stupid? Are you dumb? But anyway,
we're just doing an album review.
No, I'm sorry, but I'm not saying because they were.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm saying because you were making a joke about the Wi-Fi or oxygen, whatever. I'm saying that they're about to create their think piece on TikTok. Oh my God, Kanye's threatening Kim. He's threatening her, saying that he's gonna take her life over the Wi-Fi. Like what? Like that's just what they're gonna say.
All right, 12.
No, but they already made think pieces about security. They're like, he's gonna kill the security. I don't like this sample. It's giving TikTok. This is one of those other ones. This beat's too uppity for me.
They said Kanye ruined it.
It's his song.
Yeah, I like X's part better though. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have done without Selfish, but
I mean, it's cool, but it's like, I want to listen to it because it's not my vibe. What's this one?
Lord Lift Me Up.
Oh, he always has to have a. He always has to have a godly one. That's what people saying. It's funny that these albums are like a mix of like Jesus is King, Jesus, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and Donda one.
Yeah.
So this is giving me like Jesus is the King era vibes.
I'm just gonna keep skipping through it. Make sure we don't get copywritten. Yeah. Yeah, Void.
Yeah, it's cool. It's one of those songs that make, like kind of like come to life, where it's like you feel kind of like it makes you sad, but even though it's uplifting.
Yeah, I don't even remember them playing this one.
What's this one? Mr. Miyagi, is that what's it?
Keep It Burning.
Oh, can't read. I don't remember this one either.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. But yeah, I wasn't really feeling that one. First Time in a Long Time was cool because I like Soulja Boy's verse wherever it's at.
Yeah, I think that was. I don't think Kanye should have put him on there. Like I hate people who switch up like that. Like he was talking mad crazy.
About Soulja Boy?
No, Soulja Boy was talking mad crazy.
Oh.
Like I feel Kanye, unless it's Kanye's playing a long game, he gonna cut him off the final cut. We'll see. I just don't like that. Like Kanye's like, I don't know if Kanye's trying to play a game with him or if he's just too nice. Like he was talking wild. Like your first verse was bad. You got cut from the album. Sorry, it happens. But you know, Soulja Boy's still trying to hold on to his clout.
Yeah.
That was it?
That's the last song on the album.
I thought it was a song called Mr. Miyagi. Did you play that already?
That was off the. That's just people just guess when they do the stem player audio.
Oh, they guess the names.
They just guess the names.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's when they had the motorcycles, right? And somebody says that.
Yeah, but that was the last song. So I think it's solid. I think it's 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm just sticking to my 6. I'm gonna give it a 6.3, 6.5.
Yeah, 7 out of 10, which isn't bad. Like because basically nothing is a 10, so really the scale is 9.
You never give an album a 10 out of 10?
No, I've given an album 10 out of 10, but it's just so like rare.
Yeah.
Like
it has to be like a
every
masterpiece.
song, masterpiece, album, classic, certified.
And that's why it kind of reminds me how you said that how like you like short albums because it makes that masterpiece. Like if you think about all Kanye's like masterpiece albums, like Mark Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was like was that 10 song? Mm-hmm. Yeezus was 10. I'm trying to realize. 808s was short too. I feel like Graduation, all that was long. Graduation.
Oh God, Late Registration and College Dropout was
it was long.
It was like 35 songs.
But then he started short and after 808s, and then Life of Pablo was like medium. Yeah, it was like medium long, and he had a lot of bonuses. And then he dropped. And then he had his era where he had all the short albums. Jesus is King was short. Ye was short. Obviously, like the Tyna Taylor album and Nas and Pusha T albums were all 7 songs. Kiss You Ghost was 7, I think.
Yeah.
Then Donda was long. So he's very inconsistent with his album lengths. But it makes me wonder what's the headspace. Because it's like his short albums was when he was going through something. Like the death of his mom, girlfriend problems, Amber Rose era.
I just think he's trying to fulfill label requirements, to be completely honest. I don't really
To get off?
Yeah, I don't think he actually even cares about these albums.
Yeah. Because I think Jesus is King, yay. Donda seemed like it was a little more thought out, but they just kind of seem like he just did, he just made them. Like you look at his older work, and it seemed like he really put effort into them. I'm not saying that he didn't put effort into these newer songs, but it just seems they were just rushed and thrown out there. But I don't know, maybe not though, because his older albums they come out back to back to back too, same type of turnover. So maybe it's just me holding on to the old him so much and not letting him experiment and be him.
No, I don't like experimentation. I like organized experimentation.
Yeah,
like when
Yeezus.
When New Slaves was previewed and it was projected on hundreds of cities across the world. That was
organized.
It was organized.
Yeah, the whole album. It was concise, short.
It was beautiful. I remember when the outro to Yeezus came, outro to New Slaves came on. And I was like, what did I just hear? And then it just shut off.
It's so crazy because people literally were like, what is this album? Like people hated it. I liked it.
I still listen to it.
I remember it came out when I was on my way to see my great grandma in Atlanta. We took the road trip to Atlanta. I was like, Kanye album dropped, and I had to put that right in my headphones. I think I still had an MP3 player at that time, or I don't know. I might have illegally downloaded it like I used to on my iPhone. Okay, I used to up until college, up until sophomore year, I used to drag the files onto my phone. Like Apple used to be so much easier to do it. You would drag into iTunes. Download into iTunes. Then I got Apple Music sophomore year of college, 2016. I was like, let me just buy Apple Music. I think it just came out that year too. But yeah, that was a good time. Yeezus era. I liked it initially. I'm like, you guys don't like it. It's lit.